What really happens inside the human body after exposure to Smooking Per, from the first point of contact to its effects on the brain, stomach, bloodstream, and muscles. The body begins responding immediately. Some reactions may feel stimulating. Others may place stress on vital systems. In this visual journey, we explore the biological pathway of Smooking Per through a realistic 3D anatomical perspective, revealing both short-term responses and potential side effects inside the human body. As Smooking Per enters the body, it begins interacting with sensitive internal tissues. If inhaled, particles travel through the respiratory tract, passing the throat, entering the bronchi, and finally reaching the alveoli in the lungs. These tiny air sacs are responsible for oxygen exchange, and they are extremely delicate. Foreign substances can irritate these tissues, triggering inflammation or altering normal oxygen flow. If swallowed, the substance moves down the esophagus and into the stomach, where chemical breakdown begins. Regardless of the route, the body quickly starts processing what has entered. Inside the stomach, strong acids attempt to break down the incoming material. Depending on its composition, Smooking Per may stimulate acid production or irritate the gastric lining. Sensitive tissue can become inflamed, leading to discomfort or digestive imbalance. From here, partially processed compounds move into the small intestine, the body's main nutrient absorption center. Tiny finger-like structures called villi line the intestinal walls. Their job is to absorb nutrients and transfer them into the bloodstream. But not all absorbed compounds benefit the body. Some may enter circulation and begin affecting distant organs. Once inside the bloodstream, compounds derived from Smooking Per travel rapidly throughout the body. The circulatory system acts like a highway, delivering substances to the brain, heart, liver, and muscles within minutes. If certain chemicals stimulate the nervous system, heart rate may increase, blood vessels may constrict, hormonal responses may activate. If sugar-like components are present, blood glucose levels can temporarily spike, forcing the pancreas to release insulin to restore balance. The body constantly works to maintain stability, a state known as homeostasis. But repeated disruption can create stress on internal systems. The brain is especially sensitive to chemical changes. When certain compounds reach neural tissue, they can influence neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers responsible for mood, focus, and energy. Some effects may feel stimulating at first. Neural pathways may become temporarily more active. However, overstimulation can lead to imbalance. After the initial activation phase, the brain may experience a drop in activity, often described as fatigue, mental fog, or reduced concentration. Long-term exposure may interfere with normal neural signaling patterns. The brain thrives on balance, not extremes. When circulating compounds reach muscle tissue, short-term stimulation may create a feeling of increased energy, but this effect can be misleading. If blood sugar rises rapidly and then drops, energy levels may crash. Muscles may feel weak or fatigued. Additionally, if oxygen exchange in the lungs is reduced due to irritation, muscle performance may decline due to lower oxygen availability. True sustainable energy depends on stable oxygen flow, balanced blood sugar, and proper hydration. Artificial spikes often come with a cost. The immune system constantly monitors for foreign substances. If the body recognizes certain compounds as irritants, it may trigger inflammation. Inflammation is a protective response, but excessive inflammation can damage healthy tissue. After the body processes Smooking Per, it works to restore balance. Detoxification systems in the liver and kidneys filter circulating substances, hormones, attempt to stabilize energy levels. Neural activity returns toward baseline, but repeated cycles of stimulation followed by crash can strain the body's regulatory systems. Over time, this may contribute to fatigue, reduced endurance, and metabolic stress. The body is resilient, but it is not unlimited. Smooking Per does not affect just one organ. It influences interconnected systems: the lungs, stomach, bloodstream, brain, muscles, and immune response. Every substance introduced into the body creates a biological reaction. Understanding what happens inside helps us make informed decisions about long-term health, because what enters the body never affects just one part. It affects the whole system. As we've seen, the effects of Smooking Per do not stay confined to one area of the body. From the moment it enters, a chain reaction begins. The lungs respond. The stomach reacts. The bloodstream carries compounds throughout the system. The brain adjusts its signaling. Muscles shift their energy use. And the immune system stays alert. What may feel like a small action externally can trigger complex internal processes. The human body is designed to maintain balance, a state known as homeostasis. Every second, it regulates heart rate, oxygen levels, blood sugar, hormones, and cellular energy. When a foreign substance enters, the body works immediately to process it, neutralize it, and restore stability. But repeated stress on these systems can gradually reduce efficiency. The brain may struggle with cycles of stimulation and fatigue. The digestive system may experience irritation. Blood sugar fluctuations may strain metabolic balance. Inflammation may become more frequent. Individually, these responses might seem temporary. Together, over time, they can influence overall well-being. It's important to understand that the body is interconnected. No organ works alone. The lungs support oxygen delivery. The heart distributes nutrients. The liver filters compounds. The brain coordinates every reaction. When one system is affected, others adjust to compensate. That compensation requires energy, and the more often balance is disrupted, the harder the body must work to restore it. Awareness is powerful. When we understand what happens inside, beyond what we immediately feel, we gain the ability to make informed decisions, not based on assumptions, not based on temporary sensations, but based on biology. Every choice we make interacts with our internal systems. Every exposure has a physiological response, and every response leaves an impact, whether short-term or long-term. The goal isn't fear. The goal is understanding. Because when we understand how the body works, we respect its limits. We recognize its resilience and its vulnerability. Your body is constantly working for you, breathing, circulating, repairing, balancing. The question is, are we working with it or against it? In the end, health is not defined by a single moment, but by repeated patterns over time. And knowledge is the first step toward better choices.